Hey guys, EBPMAN here. Today I'm on spring break, so we have a different background and also different audio going on, but I wanted to share with you the release of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3 that was released in North America. Let's do an unboxing and let's check out what's different about the third generation of the Galaxy Tab. Now, this year's version of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3 only comes in one size. Previously, we've seen the 8-inch, which competed well with the iPad mini. And then they had the 9.7, which was going head-to-head with the iPad. And in this case, for this generation of the Tab S3, there's only a 9.7 inch. And this competes pretty well with the, I would say, the iPad Pro in two categories. One from a spec perspective and the second from the price. Because this is a hefty priced tablet at $599. And as you can see here, if we get closer to the specs, you have a 9.7 inch Super AMOLED display, 2.15 gigahertz plus a 1.6 gigahertz quad-core processor, 4 gig of RAM, 13 megapixel autofocus rear-facing camera with a 5 megapixel front-facing. This is going to be good for those of you who have to take pictures with a tablet. You can do that, and specifically, I would say the front-facing camera for any kind of Snapchat or any kind of Google Hangout type video sharing that you'll be doing. This tablet will work well. For the first time, it has quad speakers, and you heard that right, quad. It's going to have speakers on both sides of the tablet, and they're tuned by 8 kg. You have a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, and then you have 32 gig memory. It does have Samsung Knox on there, and you can expand the memory using a micro SD card. As a matter of fact, one of the promotions that Samsung is running today is if you had pre-ordered the tablet, you get a free 64 gig micro SD. So in essence, you have the 64 gig SD plus the 32 gig on board. That's going to give you more than enough memory for storage. Alright, so wanted to show you, this is the micro SD card that is being included for free from Samsung with the pre-order. Here we have our tablet, and the previous generation was kind of placed in this kind of little baggie, just the same as you see here. Now what's changed is that this tablet now looks more like a, I would say the S7, so it has a glass back, very reflective glass back, and you'll notice that the whole style is very similar to what you saw in previous years. So we're going to put this aside and see what else is in the box. You do have for the first time a stylus, so this is a stylus, and it's a larger stylus. Unfortunately, it does not attach to the tablet, it does not stick to the tablet magnetically like you see with the Surface. You do have your cable, and look at that, it's micro USB-C. Actually, it's not micro, it's a USB-C cable, which is great. So that means that you won't have to carry two cable types, especially if you're looking at picking up the S8. And then you have your standard battery charger. Now let's highlight this. It's a quick charging charger, so this is also different because the previous tablets did not support quick charging. So now you have quick charging capability. You have your little user guide here, quick start, and then underneath here, it looks like you have some tips and a tip removal tool. Alright, so let's take a look at just the overall features of the tablet. So very, very reflective. You can see how it's reflecting here off the ceiling, but again, I'm not in my studio. You do have in the bottom, you have your controls as you did in the previous one. It does have a physical button. On the bottom here, you have your charging port and you have your speakers are there. On this side, you have nothing here except for your micro SD actual ports, or where you would slide it out and replace it. You have your volume rocker and you have your power button. On top, you have additional speakers. So now you have speakers on this side and on this side as well. So you have the 4 speakers. All in all, feels really nice, but it's extremely reflective because it has glass front and back. Alright, so went ahead and put in my Gmail information and the Wi-Fi information for us to go ahead and sign in. And it did a check to see if there was any kind of updates. Here it's going to go ahead and just request what do we want to restore from a previous device, because I did have some previous devices. So I'm going to either restore it from my phone, which you could do, or take it from another tablet. All right, so the next thing is to enter our time zone, which I did here. I'm going to set up fingerprint, so that's new also. So now you have a fingerprint sensor. We're going to skip this because it's pretty much, if you have an S7, it's the same thing, so we'll do that a little bit later. And I'll skip it anyway. It's going to continue to go through the updates. Here, what you would do is you would sign into your Samsung account. I'll go ahead and do that a little bit later. Additional information about securing the information on the screen and on the layout, so we're going to go ahead and skip that. And that's it. So that's the setup process, that's the unboxing, and everything involved. You get a little music that's coming up, and it's basically letting us know that there is the ability to switch and copy content over, but we'll do some of that a little bit later. So this was the unboxing and setup of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3 on location during spring break. If you have any comments or questions about the tablet, just let me know. Leave it on the YouTube channel. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And as always, don't forget to share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.